Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting, and hopefully helpful Corvette stuff. Today we're going to cover a topic that has been requested by several of our viewers recently. This is the top 5 modifications to make to your C4 Corvette. Hello, my 71,000 plus YouTube viewers and the 37% of you who haven't subscribed yet. I just wanted to say thank you for all of your help with getting us more subscribers and actually clicking that button. As you know, our goal is to get to 100,000 by the end of the year, and you are the only one who can help me do that. So if you aren't subscribed, please do. And if you find value in what we do, please share our channel with other Corvette people you know. Thank you. I've had several people write in through the comments on our videos asking when I was going to do a video about the best mods for a C4 Corvette. And I mean, that list is pretty long. There's a lot of improvements you can make, you know, wheels and tires and brakes and stuff, but I wanted to just kind of pare it down to the basics that are going to give you a better driving experience and a better ownership experience. So, top 5 for ease of ownership and long-term enjoyment of your car. Okay, number 5, do yourself a free flow exhaust, which I would recommend doing T304 stainless, which is going to be a company like Borla or Corsa or B&B. All of them make variations of it, usually with a couple of different choices in volume level. But that free flow, the exhaling of the engine is going to improve your performance and allow you to get a little more power out of the car. Plus, it's going to look and sound a lot better than the stock stuff. In conjunction with that, I recommend doing a cold air intake to allow your car to inhale better, to match the better exhale you're getting out of that exhaust. And those two things will improve your horsepower somewhere between 15 and 35 horses, which on a car that's making 245 or 300 horses is a pretty substantial bump. You will feel it in the seat of your pants. Now, that leads us directly into mod number 4. Mod number 4 is a tune on the car. Now, on C4s, those are OBD1 systems, so they're not necessarily going to be something you tune with a laptop like newer cars. You actually can do a chip tune where either you send off your PCM to have a chip implanted in it that's got updated and more aggressive software, or you can have them send you the chip and you can replace it yourself. A couple of different companies doing that. If you Google it on the internet, you'll be able to find what you feel is the best fit for you. But improving your intake, improving your exhaust, and doing a performance tune will allow you to get some gains and keep those gains for long term. Mod number 3. Unless you live in Nome, Alaska, or someplace where it is bitterly, bitterly cold all the time and you still run your car during the winter, I think this mod is one that makes a lot of sense. So what I would do is install a throttle body coolant bypass. Lyle, what is that? Well, here in my hand, I have a throttle body for LT1, I think. And you'll notice here we have a line coming out here, and we have a line coming out here, and in this plate under the throttle body, engine coolant is run. The reason the engineers did this was that they wanted to keep this from freezing up or icing up, so they ran coolant through here to keep that from happening. Performance-wise, though, it's not such a great thing because when you are out driving, especially if you're driving hard, you're having superheated coolant go through here, which heats up the air that's going in here. The hotter the air going into the engine, the lower the performance you're going to get. This is like a $20 kit that you can just bypass this and you don't have coolant going through here anymore. I would absolutely do that on any 85 or newer car. However, if you live in an extremely cold climate, you might just want to leave it in there so that you don't ever have any freezing going on in here. Mod number 2, we're getting close to the top here, is suspension bushings. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be adding Heim joints and racing stuff to your car, but on a car that is well over 30 years old, it is not inconceivable that your original rubber bushings are completely shot. And that allows a lot of suspension movement. It allows a chassis vibration to make its way into the passenger compartment. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to keep a C4 long term, to change out the suspension bushings. We here at CNS offer the Super Pro bushings out of Australia, and they are very, very well known to last forever. They have a lifetime warranty, and they do a very good job of isolating the passenger compartment from road vibration. I've done other videos on that, so if you want to learn more about the Super Pro bushings that we offer, type in Super Pro bushings in our channel search bar, and you'll be able to see that video. But I have had personal interactions with people who have had this done, and they say that it literally transforms the car from what it was to what it is now with the new bushings in it. So definitely, definitely good. Plus, fresh bushings mean your alignment doesn't get all wonky because there's too much movement, and you won't blow through tires so fast either. And finally, my number one mod is changing all the fluids in the car and doing any preventive maintenance before it becomes a problem. Yes, that is not a modification for performance. It does not make your car look any cooler. It doesn't make your car any faster. What it does, though, is if you stay up with your fluids, you shouldn't have any fluid in your car longer than 3 to 4 years at all. Change it regularly. Keep a notebook so you log when you do it, so you have a running tally of how old the fluids are. And while you're changing fluids, inspect the underside of your car. Look at your tie rod ends. Look at your shocks. Look at your brake lines, your fuel lines. Anything that could be a problem, change it then so that it doesn't become a real problem later and you're out in the middle of nowhere on a nice drive and it fails. That is the number one thing you can do with an old car, any old car, but specifically a C4 Corvette, that will allow you to enjoy the car and have confidence that it's going to come home the same way it went out. Please, 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 if you do nothing else off this list, do your fluids and do any preventive maintenance as you can, especially before any long road trips. And that basically does it for my top 5 mods of the Corvette. I know you guys are going to have your own opinions about what you think would be a good mod. Feel free to put it in the comments below. You know, I recommend these mods to anyone with a C4. And hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's what allows us to keep doing this for you for free and keeps letting us do what we love. Thank you so much and have a great day.